And now, these spellbinding messages.
This is the story of the Groove Zone from Olympia, Washington, and its radio project, Neo Retro FM.
Hi, this is David Sterry from OlyWA, and you are with the Groove Zone.
Ow! Rock and roll. Hey, this is Maurice Nelson, and you're watching the Groove Zone.
Ow! Just like that.
Let's do another one.
You betcha.
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Okay, let's go. This is James Beckstrom of Pepe Deluxe, and you're listening to Groove Zone.
You rock. Dude. Awesome.
Occasionally.
Well, only occasionally, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No black metal though.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Drew from Strange Advance, and you're listening to the Groove Zone with DJ D Phoenix.
All right, rock and roll. Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Joe Visvari from Images in Vogue from Vancouver, Canada, and you're in the Groove Zone via Olympia, Washington.
Ow!
Okay, great.
Rock and roll.
Hey everybody, this is Ivan from Men Without Hats, and you're watching DJ Phoenix on the Groove Zone.
Ow! Rock and roll. Can we do one more real? I just got these weird chills, Ivan. Oh my god.
This is Mark Huber, lead guitarist to Hellbot, and you're listening to the Groove Zone. Rock on!
Ow! Okay.
This is Michael Porcio of the 3 o'clock and the Permanent Green Light, and you are digging DJ D Phoenix on the Groove Zone.
Ow! Rock and roll. Michael.
Hey,
oh
this
my
is
god.
Kyle and Ben from Magnet, and you're tuned into the Groove Zone with DJ D Phoenix. And be sure to tune in for the 17th of Never, raising awareness for the homeless folks.
Ow! Rock and roll. I'm telling you, these skull bandits are the best.
Hello, I'm Nick Hayward, and you're listening to and watching The Groove Zone with Darren.
This is Mike Scope from the Flock of Seagulls with DJ D Phoenix, and this is The Groove Zone.
Yes!
How you doing today? This is DJ Triple T coming from Neo Retro FM Radio. Got a new show coming out called Tea Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Check me out.
Hello, this is Dr. Robert from the Blow Monkeys, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM.
In a darkened corner booth in the dimly lit nightclub, 3 young men in their 20s are discussing an upcoming event.
This is Conrad Asplund with the Groove Zone via Olympia in Mount Vernon, Washington with DJ D Phoenix.
Rock and roll.
The fallout particles that produce it.
One of them is a hairstylist. One is a DJ, and the other is a promoter. Collectively, they are the core group that creates the groove sound.
Once the interview with Eric Hawk of Portugal.THE Man was behind him, the DJ began to feel more confident in approaching celebrities for interviews. Carol Pope of Canada's Rough Trade would end up making 3 special guest appearances on the show.
This is Carol Pope, and you're listening to DJ Phoenix on Neo Retro FM.
Ow! Rock and roll.
Hi, this is Drew from Strange Advance, and you're listening to the Groove Zone with DJ D Phoenix.
All right, rock and roll. Thank you, sir. Let's see how much more time we can waste on these stupid things.
It's all good.
We mention this fact only because Western Washington had its fair share of historic dance clubs throughout the decadent disco days of the 1970s.
DJ Phoenix, he's the biggest name right now in the game, man. And I'm showing nothing but mad love. Two friends are picking me up.
To tell the story of the Groove Zone from Olympia, Washington, we have to go back in time, to December 1989. The setting is a nightclub that's in transition, located in the heart of downtown Olympia, Washington, the state's capital city.
This is Dan on drums from Wartux. You're listening to Neo Retro FM, playing all today's rock and roll hits from the Northwest.
Hey, this is Parker from Listen Nature, playing drums up in here. You're listening to Neo Radio FM. Neo Retro Radio FM.
Hi, this is Stephen Rabo, and whenever they let me out of my padded cell, I listen to DJ D Phoenix in Olympia, Washington.
This is Nathan Superman Stolen out of Aberdeen, Washington. You're listening to DJ D Phoenix.
Ow! Rock and roll from the champion.
In a darkened corner booth, in the dimly lit nightclub, three young men in their 20s are discussing an upcoming event.
One is a hairstylist, one is a DJ, and the other is a promoter. Collectively, they are the core group that creates the Groove Zone.
Hey, this is David from Listen Nature from Boise, Idaho, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM.
Rock and roll.
There it is.
Hey, this is Jason from Portugal.THE, and you're listening to DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM. Stay still, everyone.
Yes. Rock and roll.
How about that?
Hey, how about that, man?
What's up? This is DJ Dan. You're listening to my favorite DJ in the world, DJ D Phoenix.
Hello, everyone. Amanda Jane here from The Darkest Hour, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM.
I've got to say to your listening audience, this guy is legit. He's been a tastemaker since the moment I met him, way back in the mid-'80s. He brought knowledge, he brought style, he brought flair to a small town that had none.
But the Seattle sound of grunge would change all that, for a while, anyways. Music fans preferred smaller, more intimate venues, like bars and theater.
So if you're looking to him for any kind of influence, then follow him, because he's going to spin you the best stuff. He's been a tastemaker from as far back as I can remember. So he's in the perfect place, and if your ears are open, you might hear something special.
As the Seattle sound threatened to drown the fading voices and sounds of dance music, across the region there were disco balls spinning, dance floors being lit up.
The North Shore Surf Club came and went. The club went down in rock history as the venue. That was the first concert that Dave Grohl played drums with New Havana.
What's up, this is Quasar Star, and you're listening to Neo Retro, out of Olympia.
And now, on with the show.
It will become a collective of artists, musicians, DJs, and bands in the years that follow.
You're crazy.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
So, see here, let me think about something here. What did you have in mind, actually?
Buddy, no, just off the top of your head, bro. Hey, this is Jason SECHRIST with Portugal.THE. You're listening to DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM. Rock and roll, something along those lines.
Yeah, I love that a lot. Okay.
What he said.
How about this one? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The lows and the highs, the Groove Zone had continued to make itself known. The radio project brought together some of the most talented and creative people into the fold. Olympia, Washington had made its mark in rock history yet again.
Among the hundreds of teens and young adults in the Olympia music scene were Calvin Johnson of K Records fame, Kathleen Hanna of Bikini Kill, and 3 transplants from Aberdeen, Washington.
One more time.
I know, it's uncanny, actually. Oh, cool. Well, this is going to end up on our Valentine's special.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, the day of love.
I don't even know how to do the heart thing. How do you do
that? Mine kind of looks like a croissant.
It does. That's even better, though.
Where's the cheese? There's the cheese. Okay, cool. I'll tell you what. So with that in mind, let's can we do like one plug for Valentine's Day? Okay.
What do you got?
Whatever you want, do it for the Groove Zone.
Hello, all you lovers. You're listening to the Groove Zone, and this is Man.
And we love you.
Wow. My teenage girl heartthrob.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know if you can see it, but my heart's going like this right off the shirt. Oh, speaking of shirts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Way better.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Bar.
You're listening to Hook, Line, and Sinker. Keep it here on Neo Retro. This is DJ Dinosaur.
Love it. Cool.
You're listening to Casey Kasem.
Hey. Rock and Rolla. Just like the Rock and Rolla Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah of rock.
Of rock and Rolla.
Okay. Welcome to Neo Retro FM Olympia, Washington. This is Shannon. I'll be coming to you with a trauma-informed way every week. Stay tuned for more details.
Kurt Cobain, Dave Grohl, and Chris Novoselic, also known as Nirvana. The Puget Sound music scene was about to
Throughout the
erupt.
years of musical shifts in style, the Groove Zone banner continues to be seen over a myriad of productions and events in the South Puget Sound region of Washington State.
The small but growing town they lived in was about to be thrust into the world spotlight thanks to the underground music scene there.
From 2007 to 2017, the Groove Zone was on a form of hiatus, that is, until a fateful day, in the summer of 2018, when the DJ met a girl downtown that would be the catalyst for the Groove Zone.
So we fast forward to the end of the decade, when Blunted begins to see its decline in popularity somewhat. Dance music in particular is expected to over 1 she said.
The collective's main music man, DJ D, carries the project ahead with him, through the course of several stints, at area night spots, until the summer of 2007.
Cool, good. Yeah, they'll be happy for that too. Because the headbangers, man, just haven't been too happy with the synth pop stuff that I've been playing and trying to pass off as you. So, anyway, good.
Talk amongst yourselves.
You're listening to Neo Retro FM, coming to you live from Olympia, Washington. I'm DJ D Phoenix.
And this is DJ Dinosaur. I'm going to be seeing you. Don't miss.
Like that. Full of nuts.
Yo, this is DubFX, and you're listening to me right here on Neo Retro FM.
Rock and roll.
Hey to everyone, love and music, that's what we're all about.
Just like a pro. That's Dave Bruce of the MTR Project.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, this is Martin Thomas Reed from the MTR Project, and you are listening to the Groove Zone from Olympia, Washington. Crank it up.
Ow, rock and roll.
The Groove Zone had found its way onto local and online radio waves for the first time in its existence. The project found a temporary home for 22 months with Olympia's underground radio network, Free Radio Olympia.
That's when the COVID pandemic hit and the underground station closed its doors to its staff. By this time, however, the Groove Zone and its resident DJ were just building momentum again and weren't ready to call it a day just yet.
Hey everybody, this is DJ Dinosaur. You're listening to Neo Retro FM.
Rock and roll, champion.
Hey everybody, this is DJ Dinosaur. You've got it tuned to Neo Retro FM. That's 24/7.
Neo Retro FM.
Hey, this is Jason from Portugal.THE, and you're listening to DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM. Stay still, everyone.
Yes. Rock and roll.
I'm sitting out here in Creepsville getting ready to do this show.
former drummer of Fits of Depression, Deadbeat Heart, The Biles, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM out of Olympia, Washington.
Enter the Neo Retro FM, Olympia, Washington, radio project. The online radio project launched in June of 2020 and wrapped in early April of 2022. It was a very successful and challenging.
The sun will come out again. I promise.
That's when the COVID pandemic hit and the underground station closed its doors to its staff. By this time, however, the Groove Zone and its resident DJ were just building momentum again and weren't ready to call it a day just yet.
This is Nathan Superman Thorne out of Aberdeen, Washington.
Enter the Neo Retro FM Olympia, Washington radio project. The online radio project launched in June of 2020 and wrapped in early April of 2022. It was a very successful and challenging venture.
Yo, what's going down? This is your boy DubFX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that. Peace.
Hello, I'm Nick Hayward, and you're listening to and watching The Groove Zone with Darren.
Fits of Depression opened up for Nirvana in Seattle. Olympia's hometown heroes had made it big.
A word to the world. Just some kind of message for the viewers today. Anything positive, whatever. It can be something totally upbeat, something deep, whatever you want. But what do you want to say to everybody that's checking us out?
All right, let's see. To everyone listening, I would say that if you have a passion or dream, I would tell you to go for it. There is no better time than now. If it takes you 2 years or 3 years, that no matter what, that time's going to pass and we'll be here. So take advantage of it,
Yep. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, you bet. You are listening to The Groove Zone. This is Leviticus coming out of Yakima, Washington. Don't be a fool like me and skip Valentine's Day. Make sure to make your special one feel special, blessed, and highly favored. Love y'all.
You're the man.
The sun will come out again. I promise.
Okay, hi, I'm Rusty Egan, Visage Blitz Club, and you are listening to The Groove Zone. It's DJ Ducky!
Ow! Rock and roll.
With the shift in music happening, existing nightclub owners had to scramble to raise interest in their venues again to keep the club going.
Clubs open and closed in the small town. The Olympia nightlife was still on its rise in the early to mid-90s.
What's up, everybody? This is
Grunge
Chris
was the
Rock,
backdrop,
lead singer of
the
Hellbot,
aesthetic,
and you are
the
listening to
cultural
the
atmosphere.
motherfucking Groove Zone.
Hey, you're listening to us on Neo Retro FM.
Ow! Rock and roll.
Hi guys, we are Soldiers of Monochrome. We are live on Neo Retro FM.
Neo Retro Phase 2.
That's what you're listening to. We rhyme 2 and 2.
We're Forget Me Not.
And that's like our music.
Hi, this is Saffron from Republica, and you're listening to D Phoenix on The Groove Show from Olympia, Washington, United States of America. Yay! Sending love.
Roll.
Hi, this is Webb Hill. You can listen to me daily at Neo Retro FM.
Perfect. That's what we were after.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Simmons, also known as the Jazzy Man. You can check out some of my content on Neo Retro FM daily.
Nothing can stop him.
DJ Wildebeest here, inviting you to listen in.
Yo, this is DAVIESON, and you're listening to Neo Retro. Big up.
You can dance if you want to. You can dance if you want to. And you can dance if you want to.
I believe it is closer than people think, and we're going to have panic, a global panic.
That planet, as it passes between us, is going to shred this force field. We're going to wake up. We're going to see for the first time.
You're listening to Hook, Line, and Sinker. Keep it here on Neo Retro. This is DJ Dinosaur.
Love it. Cool.
You're listening to Casey Kasem.
Hey. Rock and rolla. Just like the rock and rolla Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah of rock
and
And
rolla.
now, these spellbinding messages.
But the Seattle sound of grunge would change all that, for a while anyways. Music fans preferred smaller, more intimate venues, like bars and theaters, to get close to their heroes.
Out of Boise, Idaho, DJ Wagon, DJ E.T., and DJ Kathleen Fana. From Olympia, Washington, DJ Dinosaur, DJ Carefree, DJ Dizzy, and Gretchy. From Missouri, DJ Wildebeest. From Tacoma, Washington, DJ Triple T.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, DJ High Switch. From Erie, Indiana, Sergeant First Class Spence. From Parts Unknown, the enigmatic Trunk Monkey, DJ Waves of Tacoma, Washington.
Hi everybody, Fee Waybill here, and you're listening to Neo Retro from Olympia. Enjoy.
Awesome, boss.
Hi, this is Debian from Colorbox, and you're hearing me daily on Neo Retro. The stars just kept coming. David Sterry, of Australia's Real Life, appeared twice. Conrad Asclon, of Cirque du Soleil. Billy Curry, of Ultravox, Visage, and Tubeway Army. The sun will come out again. I promise. The Groove Zone had found its way onto local and online radio waves for the first time in its existence. The project found a temporary home for 22 months with Olympia's underground radio network, Free Radio Olympia.
Reggie Wisbane again. We trust that everyone is enjoying the story. The story of the Groove Zone, that is.
DJs and hosts from across the Pacific Northwest and across the country. From Seattle, Washington, DJ Ducky, Amanda Jane of Marysville, Washington.
Experience the new alternative.
There began to be this bifurcation, this separate.
You are listening to Neo Retro.
Hello? You can dance if you want to.
Experience the new alternative. Get ready.
This change from Pepe Deluxe and you're listening to Neo Retro FM. Let's do another one. This is change from Pepe Deluxe. This is change from Pepe Deluxe. You're listening to Neo Retro FM.
The sun will come out again. I promise.
Well, there's going to be recordings of this, so Moses. So it's got a screen. I keep getting that. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, and I really do think the names of this got a screen too. That's really sad. Look at that. Yeah. So, this is Wyatt. You're entering into the groove zone, keeping the vibes live, keeping the beats hot. Bring it too smooth. You know how we do.
Please be advised that this audio material is not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
The sun will come out again. I promise.
We mention this fact only because Western Washington had its fair share of historic dance clubs throughout the decadent disco days of the 1970s and 80s.
Why can't Dave face facts and accept life as it is?
Crazy. You don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'm telling you all this. And I wonder myself.